Hello and welcome back to my channel. As I already mentioned in the last video, today I really want to talk about my favorite YouTubers that talk about eating disorders and disordered eating and body image issues, because I've been wanting to do this for a very long time, and I don't know, I've just never really been feeling it, and today I'm going to try to film this video. I'm just gonna start right now. My first favorite YouTuber that talks about eating disorders and stuff like that is Kate Noel. She actually, I think she's in her 20s and she's a model. She lives in Los Angeles and she has had an eating disorder for I think 7 to 10 years. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, for 7 to 10 years, and I think it's really hard to say that someone has overcome their eating disorder, because I think there's always some part of you that will kind of stay that way, and I don't know. So I think it's really hard to say she has recovered. So yeah, so I'm not going to say she's recovered completely, but she managed to find a healthy lifestyle and a healthy relationship with food and stuff like that. And I think one thing why I like her so much, I think she's just really inspiring. But I think what makes her even more inspiring is that she is a model. And as a model, you need to kind of keep your body or the way you look a certain way, so you will be booked as a model. And she didn't, like, of course she gained weight when she recovered. I don't know, when she got back to a healthy mindset and a healthy relationship with food. Of course she gained weight, and she still kept being a model, and from what I've heard in her videos, she's even more successful now as a model than she used to be. And I think, I don't know, I think she just seems like a really beautiful soul, and I really like her. And in her videos she talks about how she's doing, but she also challenges herself by eating certain foods she didn't used to eat and stuff like that. And I think her videos are very entertaining, and I really appreciate her. She's really helped me. And yeah, and the second YouTuber, her name is Daphne Fisher, and oh man, she's helped me so much. I think she also is from like somewhere in the US, I don't know where exactly. But she's also, I think, in the beginning of her 20s, and she's had an eating disorder also for about 7 to 10 years. I'm also not sure, to be honest. In her videos she mostly talks about how to deal with weight gain, how to stop counting calories, and really stuff like that, how to heal your inner child, how to heal your relationship with food. And she just does more of the sit down and talk videos. But honestly, like, I've discovered her pretty much exactly a year ago, and that time I literally watched her every single day. Like, oh man, those videos helped me so much. Sadly, she's deleted almost all of her videos. There are only 2 or 3 left, I think. But I would definitely recommend watching those 2 or 3 videos, because they're great. And yeah. And then the next channel I wanted to talk about, like, her name is Rebecca Jane, or actually her name is Rebecca Leung. I can't really pronounce it, but her channel's name is Rebecca Jane. And she has also had an eating disorder for a very long time. And in her channel she mostly talks, like, she doesn't really talk that much, or she does obviously, but she doesn't really do those sit down and talk videos where she like elaborates on how it's been to have an eating disorder. She more like does those challenge videos where she just eats her fear foods. For those of you who don't know what fear foods are, I think the name already kind of implements what they are. Fear foods, basically, often people who've had an eating disorder or disordered eating have it. Basically, it is those foods that you're scared to eat and those that you don't want to eat. And Rebecca Jane, she kind of challenges herself in every video and, for example, does a whole day only eating sweet food or a whole day only eating that and that. And I think it's really entertaining to watch her because I think she also is very humorous. And I know that her humor is probably not everyone's humor, so just because I find her funny doesn't mean that everyone will, because I don't know, she's kind of crazy. But I really appreciate her, and also sometimes she does talk about how the eating disorder has affected her and stuff like that. And also her boyfriend appears in her videos most of the time, and I think his advice is also really helpful, and just to see how he kind of supports her and stuff like that. So yeah, I really like her channel too. And yeah. And then the last channel I wanted to talk about is from Stephanie Buttermore. And I think she also has a pretty impressive story because she is a bodybuilder, or she used to be a bodybuilder. Maybe she still is. Basically, Stephanie Buttermore also had a very unhealthy relationship with food where she just wouldn't eat enough and she was constantly hungry. That's one thing she really talks a lot about in her videos, how she healed her constant hunger after years and years of being hungry and of not eating enough and training a lot. She went all in, and I'm not sure how to explain that term. Basically, she just stopped starving herself and she just ate way more than what she basically would need to eat, I guess. I think she ate around 3,500 to 4,000 or 5,000 even, no, 4,000, I don't know, calories a day. But that way she actually healed her hunger, because that way she kind of learned to balance it out. And now in her video you can tell that she has really healed her relationship with food, and she now eats until she's full and listens to her body and to her body's needs. And I think what's really impressive about her is that she used to be a bodybuilder and she was able to heal her relationship with food and with gaining weight, because in that time she went all in, she also gained weight. And I think the way she deals with it is just really remarkable and really impressive. I'm not saying that it's that remarkable because it's so, I don't know, crazy to gain weight, because you must feel so bad about yourself for gaining weight. But I think for many people it just is that way, that they do feel bad about gaining weight. Especially if their job kind of was being, or is, I don't know, being a bodybuilder and stuff like that. So yeah, those are my favorite YouTubers. I'm also going to link a video down below that basically is about eating disorders and body dysmorphic disorder. I think it's because I don't really want to explain all of those things, because honestly I can only speak of my own experience, and that video is like 10 minutes long and it's scientific and it explains those things very well. And yeah, and I'm also going to link those YouTubers down below. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for this video, and I really hope you enjoyed watching it. And I really hope you're all doing well, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.